Right, so what's up, everybody? So, look, man, y'all bear with me, bro. I'm a little bit under the weather. Actually, I'm barely bouncing back, man. I was sick as hell, and that's why I haven't been dropping no videos and shit. But I'm barely bouncing back, and there's a lot of things to talk about, bro. A lot of things that happened, of course, with Better Be and Bivol, and I think that's what we're gonna get into in this one. Look, man, this second fight, bro, I thought it was better than the first one. It lived up to the hype. Of course, it has to. When you got two fighters of this magnitude, bro, of this caliber, um, squaring off with each other, bro, you're gonna get some good fights always. You guys know I had Better Be of winning this rematch, bro. I actually had him knocking out Bivol. And when the fight started and shit, in those middle rounds, it kind of did seem like Beterbiev had the opportunity, or that he had Bivol in trouble, and it seemed like he really was gonna get him out of there, bro. I was watching that thing, I was like, yup, he's about to stop Bivol. And then I have no idea what happened, bro. I don't know if Beterbiev's gas tank failed him, or are we starting to see his age catching up to him? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, right? But he let off the gas, and it kind of seemed like he just let off, and then Bivol picked it up, and he took over the fight. He took over those later rounds, and yeah, man. You know, with these type of fights, bro, I think you're always gonna get that. It was a robbery, this and that, right? And I already see it even in this fight. It happened in the first fight, and it's happening in this one. And for me, no, it's not a robbery, bro. I think Bivol won this one. Congratulations to Bivol for becoming undisputed, man. If anybody has earned it, it's Bivol. You know what I'm saying? If anybody has earned this shit, got it the hard way, bro, got it out the mud, has beaten great fighters to get here, it's been Bivol. So, big shout out to Bivol and big congratulations to him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying, bro, getting back to the fight, I do think that Beterbiev's gas tank just failed him or some shit. Don't get me wrong, Bivol did his thing. He was boxing beautifully. I think he was boxing with a lot more effective shots in the first fight. But at the same time, I just don't know, bro. I just seen it more like from Beterbiev's side that he let off, because he actually was fighting the perfect fight until, like I said, bro, it seemed like he got tired or something, or he just let off. I don't know what happened. And you know what I'm saying? And this is now there's a question mark there for me with Beterbiev, right? Like, was that the first signs of his age catching up to him, and that are we starting to see that yes, Beterbiev is human, man? Because look, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You got Beterbiev and Bivol, man, the top two in their weight divisions, right? And you guys got to stop and think about something, right? I think there's something here that a lot of people miss, right? And that's Beterbiev's age, man. Beterbiev is 40 years old, bro. 40 years old, And I say that I'm going to circle back to this later on in this video. But, when it comes to you, if somebody were to ask me, who's a better fighter all around between Beterbiev and Bivol, it's Beterbiev, man, like hands down. Beterbiev a couple of years ago would have took out Bivol with no problem. The fact that Beterbiev is actually giving people a run for their money at the age of 40, bro, you guys got to really stop and think about that shit. 40 years old, man. Most boxers are, way retired at 40, you know what I'm saying? So and it just seems like with Beterbiev, we forget about that shit, because it's kind of like, like I said, bro, people don't even look at this guy like a human. They look at this guy like some kind of a monster, a machine and shit, and he's one of the only boxers that I see that when they mention his age, it doesn't seem to matter, because he's that type of an animal. But yes, like I said, bro, I think his age is finally starting to catch up to him. And this is the exact same thing that I had told y'all, right? Like, remember when people would ask me, like, who wins, Benavidez or Beterbiev? And I told you guys that all depends, right? It all depends on when the fight gets made. There's a lot of things that I have to see, and this is one of them, right? See, this is exactly one of those things that I had to see, how Beterbiev was gonna look in this fight against Bivol. And to me, it kind of does seem like he's slowing down a bit. And you can't take nothing away from Beterbiev, bro. Like I said, he's 40 years old, man. So Yeah, man. I like I said, bro. So I think that's what's going on right there, you know. But at the same time, Bivol is the type of fighter, bro, that with every fight that he takes on, he steps his game up and he becomes better. You know what I'm saying? And and I say that to say this also because there's a lot of things to talk about here, man, and we're gonna get into all of it, right? Now, you know, Bivol has options. Who is he gonna fight next? Benavidez, the trilogy with Better BF. Some people are mentioning Canelo. He's actually even mentioning going up to cruiserweight, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he's still got unfinished business at 175, right? Um, and now, you know, this list came out that, you know, Benavidez is all of a sudden not in line to take on Bivol next, right? They're talking about it's Caleb Smith and I forgot who else, right, in front of him. But which is some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. I don't know what they got against Benavidez, man, but it's just some foul ass shit that's going on with Benavidez, bro. I had told you guys a long time ago, if I was Benavidez, I would have grabbed my WBC butt and I would have threw that shit in the trash in one of my fights, you know, and just sent a damn message to the world. I don't know why he's still fucking with the WBC, but you know, but those are the fights that Bivol has to take on next, man. And the fight that I think everybody wants to see right now, bro, even more than a trilogy, would be Bivol and Benavidez, you know, or even Bivol and Canelo. You know, so a lot of people are thinking that that might happen next, especially since Bivol is undisputed, and now people are saying, "Oh, Canelo's got a reason to fight him now," you know, because he could become undisputed at 175. But I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. I don't think there's no way in hell that Canelo's gonna take this fight. You know, let me tell you guys why, bro. Because just like I said, right, Bivol, he's been getting better with every single one of his fights. This Bivol that you're seeing right now, bro, it ain't that same Bivol that Canelo fought. You know what I'm saying? And that Bivol back then, he put a whooping on Canelo easily. You know what I'm saying? And you think that Canelo isn't noticing this shit, right? You think that Canelo isn't seeing what kind of a monster Bivol has turned into? And you guys really think with that ego that Canelo has, he's gonna jump up there and get his ass whooped even worse than the first time, bro? I don't think that's gonna happen, man. A fighter like Canelo, what has Canelo been doing, right? He's been fighting all these mediocre fighters. These just instead of him upgrading and getting better with every fight that he takes on, he's just staying, or I don't know if he's getting worse or he's declining, but he's taking on less opposition. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. And when you do that type of shit, when you go that route, you're not gonna get better, bro. You're not gonna improve as a fighter. So I think we could all agree that Canelo is declining while Bivol has just turned into this monster, right? So I do not think that Canelo is gonna take this fight, bro. I just keep it real with y'all. I don't think he's gonna take that fight at all. So you know, for me, I think the best move would be to see Bivol and Benavidez because Benavidez is probably the only one that'll be down. You know, Benavidez has been calling for this shit. And I think at this point, bro, they owe that shit to Benavidez and they got to give him his shot, man. So, you know, once again, we just got to wait and see what happens, right? There's just too much crazy shit going on in the sport of boxing right now. Even with Turkey getting involved, a lot of crazy shit that's going on with Turkey and his events, and you know how a lot of people are calling out the crazy shit that's going on in his events and how they might be corrupt, and are we starting to see a little bit of corruption even with that Adames, with that tie that they gave Adames, and the way Turkey went over and he actually told the fighter that he was down or some shit, right? That shit is crazy as hell, man. And I don't know if Turkey, I don't know what he was thinking doing that shit, bro, because it kind of seemed like he knew that the camera was on him and he just didn't care, bro. But I think Turkey's got a lot to learn about the sport of boxing or the business of boxing, you know. But yeah, bro, I also heard a rumor that Benavidez and Turkey, you know how Benavidez got invited to watch the Better Biev and Bivol fight. There's a rumor out there that Turkey and Benavidez are kind of falling off because instead of Turkey putting Benavidez like front row to try to push, you know, him as the next fight for the winner of Better Biev and Bivol, that they put him in some seats like further back, you know what I'm saying, and that Benavidez didn't like that shit. And supposedly the rumor is that Benavidez left early because he got mad, right? He said fuck all this and he took off and he didn't stay for the end of the fight or whatever, you know. So I don't know if that's gonna hurt his chances of getting the fight with Bivol up next. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know what's gonna end up happening with this shit. But at the end of the day, man, we just gotta wait it out and see what happens. You know, like I said, bro, there's a lot of things to talk about, man, but I'm not gonna make this video too long. I'm gonna drop another video talking about Benavidez, Bivol, and Beterbiev, and something that I saw in this fight, bro. And I'm starting to give Benavidez more of a chance, bro, more of a favoritism to beat both Bivol and Beterbiev now. You know, from what I saw in this last fight. You know, and I'll break it down in my next video. You know, but yeah, I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna leave it right here, bro. But you guys go ahead and leave me a comment, man. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll be on to the next one, man. I'm out.